Hot Springs Village Inside Out is a closer look at the greatness of Hot Springs Village, Arkansas and the surrounding areas. People, places, experiences. Hot Springs Village is one of the most beautiful places on earth. Join me, Randy Cantrell, and my co-host Dennis Simpson as we engage in weekly conversations to explore Hot Springs Village Inside Out. Today's show is brought to you by Central Arkansas's favorite radio station, KVRE. Find them on the dial at 92.9 FM. Stream them live at kvre.com. RE/MAX of Hot Springs Village. The award-winning RE/MAX of Hot Springs Village is the largest real estate office inside the village with over 30 full-time agents and support staff. Visit them to learn more about this beautiful place to solve your real estate needs. Call them today at 1-800-364-9007. Find them online at explorehsv.com. They are RE/MAX of Hot Springs Village at 1-800-364-9007 or online at explorehsv.com. Ike Eisenhower State Farm. Ike and his award-winning team have been serving the insurance needs of folks all around Hot Springs Village since 1998. Ike has qualified for State Farm's President's Club, Chairman's Circle, and Hot Springs Village Insurance Agent of the Year. Call Ike Eisenhower State Farm today at 501-984-4100. That's 501-984-4100. Find them online at ikeeisenhower.net. Call them today for all your insurance needs because, like a good neighbor, Ike Eisenhower State Farm is there.
Dennis Simpson, Hot Springs Village again, and today Mr. Kevin. Kevin, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Appreciate you having us.
I tell you what, the reason I wanted to have you is because when there are things that you need occasionally, but when you need them, you really need them. Mr. Kevin, I think you're one of those guys.
Well, that's what we're here for. We fix what other people sell you.
Kevin has Patriot Appliance Repair. Kevin, how did you get into this business?
After the Marine Corps, I got into electric work. And became an electrician. And then after that, moved on to Union Pacific Railroad, did 13 and a half years there, quit there as an electronic signal tech supervisor and got remarried. And my wife said that she wanted me home. So we discussed what we could do at home, and electrical is what I know. And I started helping a buddy of mine out several years ago, part-time, fixing appliances. And so just realized I could do it on my own, and started my own business. And first full-time year in business, we got first place at the Hot Springs Village Voice, the best of the best. And it's just what I know and what I'm good at. So just took off with it.
Because you're a Bob.
I am a Bob.
There's a Bob. Those of you that don't know, and I wouldn't have been a Bob had I not been invited, but I was the presenter for the Village Voice Awards, which was a whole lot of fun, wasn't it, Kevin?
It was a blast. We enjoyed it. We loved every second of it. It was great.
It was absolutely, the audience was into it. It was a lot of fun. Apparently I was extroverted, which who knew, right? I didn't know that was going to happen. But the reason I bring that up is because I mentioned to everybody that was there, and show you how this works real quick. First, you have basically a voting period where you appoint people or you suggest people to be in the Village Voice Best Of. And then from those, there's two or three people that you vote from. Over 60,000 votes were cast. And the people that were there at that meeting or at that award show were the best of the best. And Kevin, that included you. You were voted number one. Apparently people like your work. What breaks that you can fix? What can I get fixed work?
We do any and every appliance. We work on everything: microwaves, ovens, ranges, cooktops, drop-in. We work on electric and gas. We work on washers and dryers. We work on refrigerators. We work on standalone ice machines. We also have several commercial accounts in the village as well. We do a lot of work for the Beehive. Love Miss Tamara and her husband.
Oh, aren't they
They do
great
an
people?
outstanding job. They have taken that place and run with it. The food is outstanding. Kind of bird walking on helping somebody
No,
else out,
I agree.
But
Their
we work on all appliances.
Yeah, they're customers of ours and members of the podcast. They're great people, wonderful people.
Awesome.
The reason I bring that up, and I don't know why, I was going to say standalone ice makers and all that kind of stuff. So basically, household appliances of sorts. What would you say to the comment? And I've just heard it. I think maybe I've said it, having 4 Airbnbs, that they're making things just disposable these days. Kevin, is that true?
It depends on the part that breaks. It depends on the part that goes wrong. It also depends on the age of the appliance. We are warranted with GE. That's my company and my brand that I sell personally.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working on getting on with several other brands. They're making it tougher and tougher for us to do. They're actually wanting us to start to pay for it, which I don't mind. Anything I can do to help my clients and customers out and whatnot, but it's just taking a little bit longer. And with as busy as we are and low on help, it's just something that's going to be a work in progress. But as far as the appliance being a throwaway appliance, for example, with Kenmore refrigerators from 2013 and newer, if a compressor goes out, we have to replace the motherboard as well, and we have to program it. So therefore, when you get to that with the compressor, if it's not under warranty,
right,
your compressor, your motherboard, the labor to do all of the sweating it in and everything, the testing, the Freon, the whole 9 yards, you're looking at probably $1,200 to $1,500. So
good stars.
In that sense, yes, it is cheaper to go buy you a new refrigerator with a 10-year warranty on it, because that is your biggest expense as a compressor change out and all that. We've worked on several refrigerators that we've had some problems with that ended up that would have been more, but it really depends on the appliance. Mm-hmm. Normally our appliances anywhere from $175 to $350 is usually about the norm for fixing one. Then you got to look at going through the motions of replacing, getting the old one out, putting the new one in, finding delivery, all that stuff, which we do all that. We offer all of those services. I get a lot of calls all the time about, hey, I bought something from Lowe's. They don't know when they're going to be able to deliver it. What's your service fee to go get it? Well, we have $100 flat service fee to go and pick up from Lowe's, deliver. If you need us to haul away your old one, we will. So we offer multiple services.
Well, I'll tell you what's going through my mind here is that, excuse me, when you need it, if you know what I mean. What's the usual turnaround time? How's that working?
It's usually about a day or two at the most.
Really?
A lot of your LGs and your Samsungs, those are all factory order parts. So those take a little bit longer, and I usually order them offline myself through multiple vendors that we have online. We have about 8 websites online that we do. I recently did some work for our county coroner, and his board that was in his KitchenAid big range that he has, I wasn't able to find one.
Really?
I don't purchase any of my parts off of eBay because of warranty reasons. I've got to stand behind that, put my name and my business behind it. So I'm not going to purchase something. A, I'm not going to put used parts in any of your appliances. And B, I'm not going to stand behind something that I'm not going to be able to warranty or get a replacement part for if there's a problem. So we have an awesome company called Circuit Board Medic that you actually send in your board. They have a team that repairs that actual board and ships it back to you, and then you install it, and they have a turnaround time of about 3 days. So,
what happened to the good old days when you just it just worked, or you didn't have a circuit board or a motherboard? And the reason why, as an IT tech for 31 years, the reason you have a motherboard is because there's probably a daughter board on the motherboard that you have to glue into everything else, right?
There most certainly is. I'm finding more and more, especially in the dishwashers and even in your washers and dryers that have UI boards that go along with MCU boards down in the bottom, and it's just it's getting pretty wild. So it's just something that we learn and we do continuing education on. And
Really?
I've got my new technician, Marcus Rogers. I've got him all over Facebook. He's doing great. He's in school. He's doing wonderful. I've already sent him out on his own several times, and I've actually got 2 phone calls from customers just excited about how nice he was and experienced he was already being new, which he's got some electrical background as well as low voltage. So he's got his, he had his foot in the door already when I hired him, but he's doing great and we're just excited.
Well, I can't say enough. I'm going to actually, I'm going to put your website here on the back. We'll have it underneath here and just give people a link. But the bottom line is that call, get a rough appraisal of what it is, how old the unit is, that kind of things. And then you guys can help us actually determine if it's fixable and what it would cost, right?
That's correct. Our service and diagnostic fees are $150, and that includes up to 2 trips out. Our parts, we pay the retail price for the parts. I don't upcharge my parts at all. I'm not in the parts business. I'm in the repair business.
Yep.
So if we come to a conclusion that A, you either don't want to get it fixed and you just want to go ahead and purchase a new one, or B, that you realize that it's going to be too expensive to repair and you'd rather buy a new one, then I just cut my fees in half at $75 and we just call it a day. And either I can help you with a new appliance, or or you just mosey on and get whatever you want from wherever you want. So we like to help out any way we can.
I'm going to just draw the sweeping conclusion here, and I apologize, I'm doing 2 things as we speak here, but I'm going to go ahead and draw the sweeping conclusion that the reason you won the Best of the Best award is because you're fair to people and you treat them right. That sounds like an awesome deal. If we can't work it out, I'll split my fee and we walk away, and I wish you the best of luck, right?
Absolutely. And being a United States Marine, I'm getting chill bumps thinking about it because it's something that I hold special and dear to my heart. We have a motto. It's honor, courage, and commitment. And we're definitely going to keep our honor, and we're definitely going to keep our name up. And that's why I chose the name Patriot, is because I am a United States Patriot. I am a United States Marine. And not only with the honor comes the courage to tackle any task, no matter how big or how small. And to have the ability, I'm not gonna beat around the bush with you. If I come across something that I cannot fix or don't know how to fix, I'll let you know. I don't need my name or my business tied into something that I'm gonna try to talk my way in or out of. I want it to be fair across the board. I don't want to waste your time, and I don't want to waste mine. It's not fair to either one of us. So, and on top of that, courage is commitment. My commitment is to come into your house. My commitment is to look at your appliance like you called me and need done. And I'm going to do it in the most cost-effective way that I can. I'm going to do it in the most honest way I can. And I'm going to try to save you as much money as I can. And I'll give you a prime example today. We've got another commercial account with Beacon Manor. They had several washing machines that were out, and they had an old one up top that I went and got some parts off of. Now, I don't do this for new customers, but since it's their washing machine, I went ahead and saved them. I saved them a few parts off of there and got those fixed up. So we ended up only having to buy parts for one machine. So again, I'm not going to sit here and cost you money that is unnecessary. I'm there to get to the root of the problem, and we're going to get you fixed up the cheapest that we can, and get you back on the road and get you up and running.
In the words of Mr. Carl Benz, who was who actually named his company after his daughter, Mercedes, the best or nothing at all, right?
There you go. Well, something else that sets us apart from others too is, and I've actually been asked coming into a couple of homes, well, you're not just a part changer, are you? And I didn't really understand what that meant.
Oh, I get it. I get it.
Well, and then the very first, I'll never forget, the very first gentleman that made that comment to me, I didn't know how to take it. And I kept my bearing and was tactful with him. And I said, sir, I don't understand what you mean by that. He's like, well, are you just coming in here to change a part? Or are you actually going to look at my oven? And I said, no, sir. I said, I'm going to get my meter out. I'm going to go through. I'm going to test your oven from top to bottom. We are going to go through the whole motions. We're going to check the broil. We're going to check the bake. We're going to check all your baking elements. We're going to disconnect things. We're going to make sure that the board's putting out the correct voltage. And he's like, oh, so you're not a parts changer. You actually are a repair service. And I said, yes, sir. I said, repair service. And that's what we're here to do. We when you get us, you don't just get your part taken care of, or we do cleaning. We do a little preventive maintenance while we're there. We just kind of, we give it a good once over, and then we'll bring anything else that needs attention. We'll bring it up to you. We'll discuss it. We'll see what you want to do, and we'll go from there.
So we can reach you at Patriot Appliance Services.com or 501-617-2017, right?
That's correct.
Okay. Kevin, I appreciate it. Sorry, we were breaking up there just a little at the very end. It has been a pleasure having you today, and I guarantee you I'll be calling you very soon for a particular refrigerator I know that's been driving me nuts for several months. I'll give you a call. Kevin, thanks for joining us.
You're welcome. And we also do seal system work as well. And my father owns our heating and air business, and I'm also licensed HVAC. And we do heating and air also. We haven't quite expanded out in the village in that just yet, but in the coming years, within a year or two, we will be transitioning CNS heating and air out in the village as well, and servicing those types of things and doing that work as well.
I think we're going to need to have you on the radio show too. Been a pleasure, buddy. Talk to you too, Kevin. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, man.
Thanks for watching and listening to Hot Springs Village Inside Out, a weekly podcast starring Hot Springs Village, Arkansas. Visit the website at hotspringsvillageinsideout.com.